Hello fellow YouTubers, LightWC Stop Motioner here, and here I have Transformers Prime Voyager class Dreadwing. Now Dreadwing was definitely one of my favorite characters in Transformers Prime, and this figure for the most part does him justice, but he's definitely not perfect, far from it. Here he is with his brother Skyquake, who I have in this scale. The Skyquake in this size is actually very hard to find. See, Skyquake has lots of robot kibble underneath. So you would think, oh hey, at least it's a bigger scale. The robot kibble won't be as bad on a Voyager. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of robot junk. Still, looks pretty cool. Aside from, them being out of scale, obviously. Kind of ironic that Skyquake is a repaint of Dreadwing, since Skyquake appeared first in the show. See, these are made of a kind of rubbery plastic, so they warp easily. If only it was as easy to unwarp them, if that's even a word, as it is for them to get warped. Still pretty nice. He's got the Decepticon symbols on the top. From the top, there's not really a whole lot of detractors aside from maybe his hands hanging out the back. From the side, though, those look really bad, and this looks really bad. So, iffy jet mode. This landing gear can fold up, but it's kind of hard to fold back out. These don't really seem to tab in. You just kind of have to hold them in place. And this guy is incomplete. I found him with Animated RC yesterday, and he does not have his weapons. I'm fine with that, though. The gun he came with was really dumb, and I found out that that Shapeways, hopefully I can commit to it this time, has a set that comes with a gun, his gun, his sword, and some bombs. So, yeah, I'm going to try and get that, because that would look really cool and really improve this figure. So for his transformation, he can be a little bit tricky to transform, especially since this is, during the time that Hasbro had to make their figures more simple to transform, Man, that just annoys me. Prime deserves so much more than that. So first you fold these up. You just want to disconnect right here. Unpeg right there. Do the same thing on this side. Then you want to untab right there. Just connect these together. Get this lined up. Pull his feet out. And then I guess you want to have it where this part, the gold part right here, is facing forward. I guess. You just want to untab these arms, which looks like it already happens. And then you just, this is where the rubbery plastic is kind of come into play, so you can, fold the wings out past it. You fold the landing gear up, and we're going even higher. And you just want to untab right here, these parts. And this part's really tight. I wasn't even sure if this is how it worked because it was so tight. You just want to slide these parts like this. Fold this down. And you just fold this part out. Then flip this part out, fold out the head. Pull these arms out. part can be a little bit tricky. Just want to fold that down, and then you just tab this part into place. Fold these arms down, rotate them around, rotate the hands. Then you just want to fold this head forward like that. Just get these shoulder pads straightened out. Just make sure these are folded like this. You just hinge this up. And there is Dreadwing in his robot mode. And he looks the part mostly. He could use more paint. He needs a Decepticon symbol right here. I mean, maybe they would say like, that would affect the look at the jet mode. That didn't really stop them from putting robot kibble. See his Decepticon symbols right there, but rather than be on his shoulders, since it was, no, right here in the show. There's just a lot more paint he could use, like some gold highlights on his head, and yeah. He's a little bit too skinny, I think, for my taste. Like you can see Skyquake, they made him more bulky in this scale. And of course, this guy was a repainted Dreadwing. I just don't have Dreadwing in this scale. I never got around to getting it. And then I kind of stopped collecting Transformers Prime Cyberverse figures. But yeah. So other than that, I don't really have a whole lot to complain about. Okay, yes, the head doesn't really tab in, but there's a hollow spot there. He's not perfect, I'll say that, but he still looks pretty good. Like, I look at him, I'm like, that's Dreadwing. You know, I know that for sure. I definitely like robot mode better than jet mode. Jet mode has a lot of issues. Robot mode has more minor nitpicks. These shoulders don't really lock. Just as a display, really, I just wish he had more paint and that he was more bulky. Mainly, though, I just wish he had more paint. Still pretty nice recreation of the honor-bound Decepticon from Prime, who is just such an awesome character in the show. So here's my Decepticon collection, since Prime is one of my very few collections where I actually have more Decepticons than Autobots. And I'm pro Autobot, but that's just how it's worked out. Scale here doesn't work. Megatron should be really tall. Shockwave should be way shorter than that. Still, they all look cool together, that's for sure. Of course, this lineup never really happened. You know, by the time Shockwave came to the show, Dreadwing was already gone, and Breakdown was gone shortly after Dreadwing joined. So, yeah. It doesn't work, but it's still cool to have. I don't have a Soundwave in this scale, even though Soundwave is my favorite Decepticon. But, yeah. So I'll just stick Dreadwing over here with my other Prime figures. This desk is kind of miscellaneous right now, but as time goes on, it's going to become a Prime display. But yeah, he looks cool with them. I like him. He's a little pricey online, but if you can get him for an okay price, I say you should get him. You need him. Dreadwing's an awesome character. And yeah, that's my review of Transformers Prime Voyager class Dreadwing. If you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and God bless.